I know people are not fans of Van Jones, but he is one of those people that does show some, what's the word? Humility.
Self-observation, humility. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's having a moment
he's
this
having
week.
a moment. And I
Mhm.
love that he just says the things. Like he's not
Right.
trying to fight it. He's not trying to suggest that things are fine, that he's
Yeah.
happy, that he's in resistance mode. No,
Right.
he's just owning that this week sucked for Democrats. And I kind of loved that they had this sense of humor about it. Here it
For
is.
the Democrats, what are you going to do for the next 2 years? How
Therapy?
do you regroup?
Therapy. We're all going to therapy. I don't know why are we
Oh my
here? There's
god.
nothing. If you're a Democrat, all we can say is we hope that Susie decides that she's going to take a long vacation, that they hire some terrible people and make some mistakes to give us a chance. Right now, they have everything. They got the Supreme Court, they got the Electoral College, they got the House, they got the Senate, they got the popular vote, and we're just sitting here with the dunce cap on. Last week, we thought we were the smartest people in the world. We thought Donald Trump was an idiot. We thought his campaign made no sense, and it turned out they were smarter than us. And we don't have anything to say to you. I can sit here and pretend I know something. Here's what I know. Everybody I know is miserable. Everybody's on these Zoom calls. Nobody's got any good ideas. And it's going to take us a while to figure this out. I'm not good at coming here and faking and pretending no, we got whooped.
Van, you're gonna go to the spa. You need a massage and a cucumber water. But
I agree. And a cookie.
That's right.
All right.
I mean, you gotta props to him for admitting all that, right?
Right? I love
mean,
that. And he posted that clip, by the way. Like he tweeted that out and was like, it's not been a great week.
It's been a bad week for Democrats. A lot of them are like, just instead of looking inward, I think he just needs to eat a red pill. Just eat it.
Just
And then just have like, I think he said, Scott Jennings, I think at the end said something about eating a cookie, you know? And it's like, he just needs to eat the red pill with the cookie and then
maybe they offer a red gummy. Maybe that needs to be a thing.
Right. Because, I mean, they really did think that they were smart. That's like the whole thing. That was the whole campaign is we are so much better than you guys. You guys are all uneducated losers. And they just pummeled us with that for years. And we were like, that's cute that you think that. Just wait. And then
our time is coming.
Yeah, and it did. And Karma, she's a bitch. Right?
In the best way ever.
In the best possible way.
You guys remember the Nostradamus of election predicting, that Dr. Alan Lichtman guy who has been able to predict elections using his 12 keys, and he's like all geeked out about 12 keys and whatever. So he, up until the very end, he said Kamala was going to win this thing, and I know because of the 12 keys. Obviously, he was wrong and his 12 keys didn't work. And so now he's explaining that the reason that the keys failed is because America sucks, essentially.
Oh, that's what it is.
He couldn't have predicted how awful we are. That's the reason like the keys failed.
If he was Nostradamus, he should have been able to predict that. This guy is like, you might as well just do a shtick with astrology or something,
Right?
I mean, come on. It's not working, buddy.
It's just pathetic. But here he is trying to explain away his keys.
Because the keys depend upon a rational, pragmatic electorate deciding based on governance whether the incumbent party should get 4 more years. And we've seen the explosion of some trends that have existed before, but not to this extent. Disinformation. Elon Musk is, I don't know how many hundreds of billions he has. He has been the director of misinformation. 2 billion views of his spreading of disinformation, not just about the economy, but about immigrants, about minorities. We've never seen disinformation at this scale. Next, we have never seen to this scale the agitation of 3 trends that have been very deeply embedded in American history: misogyny, racism, and xenophobia.
Oh, yes. That's that guy needs a new rug.
Yeah. But I mean, dude, just
no
give it up already.
No self-reflection. The
Yeah.
12 keys.
How could he have predicted that the electorate would be so misogynistic and racist and
Mhm.
sexist and stupid? How could
Shut
he?
up. Just
I
shut
know.
up.
So condescending.
Mhm.
Joy Reid had some Yale psychology lady on her show the other day to say, listen, there's a lot of people that the holidays are coming up, and there's a lot of people who voted correctly for Kamala who now have to contend with people in their family who may have done the unthinkable by voting for Donald Trump.
Oh my
How are they to manage this crisis? And here was her answer.
So I love that you asked this question because, there is a push, I think just a societal norm that if somebody is your family, that they are entitled to your time. And I think the answer is absolutely not. So if you are going to a situation where you have family members, where you have close friends who have voted in ways that are against you, like what you said, against your livelihood, and it's completely fine to not be around those people and to tell them why, to say, I have a problem with the way that you voted because it went against my very livelihood and I'm not going to be around you this holiday. I need to take some space for me. And
Oh, okay. Not that I have experience with this or anything, but like you shouldn't cut your family off because of politics. I don't think you should cut your family off because I personally don't think you should do that because of politics. Now, if they're like, pathologically lying, gold digging narcissists, that you should cut them off for that.
He's not speaking from personal experience.
Not
whatsoever.
that I have any personal experience with that or anything, but I mean, like, if they're toxic, sure, cut them off. But like for politics, come on, we can get along with politics, can't we? And usually it's the liberals that like cut the conservatives off first. If that
it's
happens,
the liberals
then I
who will
guess-
make it super personal, right?
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to just disagree and like have political, ideological discussions, but when you make it personal, then you're
Yes.
giving conservatives a reason to disconnect.
Mhm.
So this is stupid. Like what she's saying is if they voted for Trump, they're voting against you personally. That's
right.
nonsense.
It is not like they're taking my rights away.
Yeah,
What
I mean,
rights?
God, so dumb.
This is
so
the
dumb.
thing. I know. Or you could just walk into Thanksgiving dinner just wearing like all red, white, and blue.
And a MAGA
or
hat.
just like a MAGA hat. Yeah, right. Mhm.
Now, some people, unlike Van Jones is doing the self-reflection. There are other people who are just not, and they're doubling down on the crazy. And some of them are actually men. So men can be just as weird as the crazy ladies out there. Here is a perfect example.
But the primary reason that Trump won wasn't because Joe Biden got out of the race too late or that Democrats don't understand or ignore the working class. Like I've said, the primary reason Kamala didn't win is that millions of Americans were deceived by the Trump campaign, complicit Republicans, the right-wing media ecosystem, Elon Musk, and a gargantuan amount of dark money, all supported by malleable algorithms. These devious forces pretended that, one, the economy was better 4 years ago when we were on the cusp of economic collapse. Two, that Trump had no real responsibility for the COVID catastrophe. Three, that crime was up. Four, that inflation hadn't been brought down and was the fault of Democrats in the first place. And five, all of our problems stem from poor immigrants in search of a better life. Plus, a transgender commercial proved incredibly effective in suggesting that Kamala was someone she isn't. So, as Democrats and pundits endlessly scrutinize this election, I say that we and our beliefs aren't the real problem. Instead, the number one issue is that the American people were deceived by devious forces spewing unending dishonesty. Do you agree?
Oh my God.
No.
That guy is so creepy. And he has a whole closet of high heels. He does.
Why
He does.
are you gay?
God, he creeped me out.
Yeah, he's super creepy. But also, I mean, this the whole thing about how we were deceived.
Come on. And I'm so sick of hearing about the ecosystem. I mean, that was it's like enough with your effing talking points. Like it's just so textbook at this. There's no originality with Democrats. None. That's why your talk radio sucks. Like you guys, it's like you guys get like you get a word and then you guys all run with it. Like that's why we look at the lamestream media and you can play clips from the lamestream media and you guys all say the same damn thing. It's an ecosystem is the word of the week. The
Yeah,
right
that's
wing
the word.
ecosystem. I'm a bobblehead. Oh my God. It's just so stupid. Okay. It's just no, we just all it's alternative media. People turn to alternative media because the legacy media sucks.
Yeah, and then he's trying to say that there's all this dark money. Dude, just look at who spent what. Okay? Look
George
at who
Soros?
contributed to whom. I mean, come on. This
Yeah,
is
you wanna
just such nonsense.
We can talk about dark money. We can talk about all like the gajillions of dollars that George Soros has pumped into the Democrats. Bill Gates, I mean, there are so many billionaires that have put, and then we showed you side by side the Democrat, what Kamala spent, what Trump spent. We spent far less.
And
look
we're
what we
actually
got.
on the plus side. We didn't
Right.
go
We're
into
not in-
debt for the campaign after earning $1 billion in
Right.
donations.